Double Jeopardy. We'll start with some podcasts. U.S. presidential elections, scientific devices and instruments, poems, each response starts with M, recent pop music, and Jeopardy After Dark. David, where would you like to begin?
Jeopardy After Dark, 800.
You wouldn't let your kids see a movie rated this nickname of 1930s baseball star Jimmy Fox. David.
Was X-rated?
No. Looking for double X.
Wow.
David.
Jeopardy After Dark, 1200.
Meaning made impure by additions, it's in the full name of the 1906 Pure Food and Drug Act. David.
What is adulterated?
No. Ben.
What is adulterated?
That's correct.
Election 16.
Early contenders for the Democratic nomination in 1960, before JFK got the nod, included Hubert Humphrey and this man who'd run against Eisenhower. Ben.
Who is Adlai Stevenson?
Correct.
Elections 2000.
As a candidate for the Democratic nomination in 1972, she won 152 delegates before withdrawing from the race. Ben.
Who is Chisholm?
Yes.
Elections 12.
There's a daily double. Got a strong lead with 13,200. How much are you going to wager this time?
5,000.
Here's your clue. In 1852, this political party nominated war hero General Winfield Scott, its last candidate for the top job before disbanding.
What is the Whig Party?
That's correct. We're at 18,200.
Poems 2000.
The apparition of these faces in the crowd, petals on a wet black bough, is the entirety of Ezra Pound's In a Station of This. The Metro. Ben.
Poem 16.
Last name of Sam, Robert Service told a tall tale of the frozen North in The Cremation of Him. That's McGee. Ben.
Poems 12.
Elizabeth Bishop's I Am in Need of This says there is a magic made by melody. Ben.
What is music?
That's right.
Poems 8.
Paul Laurence Dunbar wrote, "We wear the this that grins and lies. It hides our cheeks and shades our eyes." Ben.
What is mask?
Yes.
Scientific devices 2000.
Ionized air maintains the moving spark in the high-voltage traveling arc commonly known by this biblical name. David.
What is St. Elmo?
Nope. Ben.
What is St. Elmo's fire?
No.
Oh.
That's Jacob's Ladder.
Oh.
Ben.
Scientific devices 16.
Built by CERN and located on the Swiss-French border, it's the world's most powerful particle accelerator. David.
What is the Large Hadron Collider?
Yes.
Science 1200.
Seen here is a Pelton wheel, an impulse type of this designed for water. Ben.
What is mill?
No. Brittany.
What is engine?
No. That's a turbine. David.
Science 800.
The laser came from 1950s research on this similarly named device that used microwaves. David.
What is radar?
No. Ben.
What is the mazer?
That's right.
Podcasts 2000.
I'm Will Wheaton. I play a chef at a restaurant called Tourniquet on the podcast Welcome to This Strange Town, where stranger things happen.
David.
What is the Night Vale?
That's right. You're back on the plus side.
Presidential elections 800.
In 1888, this grandson of a president won in the Electoral College despite losing the popular vote. Ben.
Who's Benjamin Harrison?
Correct.
Jeopardy After Dark 16.
Nuta was the given first name of the creator of the dazzling country and western style worn here, but he was better known as this. He was known by Nudie. Ben.
Jeopardy After Dark 2000.
This name for a Beethoven symphony is the sexy section of the bookstore with one letter removed. Ben.
What is Eroica?
Correct.
Podcasts 12.
I'm Matt Rogers, and yes, I do have a podcast. Thank you for asking. It's Las Culturistas, and rule of culture number 1. This co-host of mine is a national treasure and was Emmy nominated for Saturday Night Live in 2022.
One thing I really like about the QC2s is really the size, being able to travel. It's very light. And for me, shooting the ball when you're warming up, you don't want things to be in your headspace when you're shooting, trying to raise your arm. So, having the QC2s is perfect.
That's Bowen Yang.
Ooh.
Ben.
Podcast 16.
There's the other data double. We're still in the lead with 20,600. How much this time?
If you have to do this, I'd like $5.
$5?
$5.
Okay, for $20,605, if you're correct, here's your clue. Season 1, Episode 6 of this Sarah Koenig-hosted podcast was called The Case Against Adnan Syed.
What is cereal?
That's correct. Brings you to $20,605.
Poems 4.
This title object of a Thoreau poem is full-orbed and does not wane. Brittany.
What is the moon?
Yes.
Recent pop music 800.
This Drake song asks, Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding? Brittany.
What is writing dirty?
No. David.
What is Hotline Bling?
No. All good titles. That's In My Feelings. Brittany.
Pop music 400.
Humble was a track on his album Damn. Ben.
Who is Kendrick Lamar?
Yes.
Jeopardy After Dark 4.
Throwing unlikely people together, various situations, including adversity and politics, have been said to make strange these. David.
What is Bedfellows?
Yes.
Presidential elections 400.
In 1892, this party probably didn't raise a glass to getting 2.2% of the popular vote. 3 decades later, its cause was law. Brittany.
What is the Prohibition Party?
Correct.
Recent pop music 1200.
This Is a Life is on the soundtrack of this 2022 film, set in an IRS office and in the multiverse. David.
What is Everything Everywhere All at Once?
Yes.
Pop music 1600.
Control and SOS are albums by her seen here. Brittany.
Who is Brandy?
No. That is SZA. David.
Podcasts 800.
Guests on WTF with this comedian have included Barack Obama, Jane Goodall, and Jodie Foster. Ben.
Who is Marin?
Yes, Mark Maron.
Podcast 4.
Your Money Briefing and Tech News Briefing are podcasts offered through this newspaper that gives you the business. Ben.
What is the Wall Street Journal?
Correct.
Scientific Devices 4.
Created by a French astronomer in the 1930s, the coronagraph is a type of this. David.
What is a typewriter?
No. That's a telescope. And here's the final clue. Possessive title of the 3rd solo album by Mr. Styles. Ben.
What is Harry's house?
Yes. It's feeling a little bit like Ben's house as we head into Final Jeopardy. Let's take a look at the category. U.S. National Memorials. Make your wagers, the clue, right after the memorials. Take a look at the clue. Efforts recently began to reintroduce 2 species of oyster to help restore the contaminated waters of this, a national memorial. You have 30 seconds. Good luck. Brittany, we'll start with you. What did you come up with? What is Pearl Harbor? That is correct. The oysters are supposed to help with the oil that still leaks from the USS Arizona. And how much are we going to add to your score? $399. That brings you to $799. David, did you come up with Pearl Harbor? Unfortunately, you did not. And how much did you wager? $200. That'll give you $1,000. Ben Chan, our returning champ, what was your response? What is Pearl Harbor? We know that's correct. And how much are we going to add to your score? $795. That gives you $25,900.